This has got SPF 35. I like to use the cream that's a little bit on the thicker side, especially because I like to use more matte. I like to use matte foundation, matte bronzer, stuff like that, and that can really bring out any dryness to your skin. Like, so if you have any flakiness or anything like that, that is definitely going to bring it out. You can do a matte look as well without using such a matte foundation. Like, I would use a more dewy foundation if you're someone who has a lot of blemishes and stuff like that, because again, the matte will also bring out all that a lot more. So you need to make sure that you have a very nice clean face, and you also don't have a lot of issues with your face to be able to use a completely matte foundation. If you can't use a matte foundation for obvious reasons, then just make sure everything else is matte, like your bronzer, your blush, and things like that. Okay, so for my face, usually I use primer. I'm not going to use primer today because it would just be a waste, because I'm just going to be taking this off anyway. So I'm going to be using my Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse foundation. This one is in Sandy Beige. I'm going to be picking that up with my Sigma foundation brush. I'm just going to grab it straight from the bottle here, and just gonna apply that right on my face. It's a little bit darker than my skin color right now, or I guess for the rest of the winter, but I kind of like that just because it matches the rest of my body, and that's what you want. So just gonna apply that all over my face and buff that in really nicely. And this is a very, very, very matte foundation. I'm also putting that over my lids, and I think I'm pretty much done. Make sure that you're buffing that really nicely into the skin. The last thing you want, especially when you're using a foundation that's not exactly the same color as your skin, is to have that masked look where sometimes you can tell the foundation finishes right here, and that's not cool. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my what do you call this? Concealer. I'm using the Revlon Photo Ready Concealer. I really like this concealer. I was actually pleasantly surprised at how good this concealer actually is. I really, really, really like it. So I take this and I put this right on my lids as a base, and then I put it right here on the edges of my nose, and I also just do a little swipe down below my eyes for this is also like it's a really good idea to use a brush like this, especially when you're doing a smoky eye and you decide to do your foundation afterwards. This stuff right here is like, it just makes it so it's not so intrusive, like it's not very, like it just perfects your under shadow or everything in really nicely. Trust me, it works. It's really good. I would use this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to contour. So, oh no, I'm not going to contour. I'm sorry. Let's rewind that, take that back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my setting powder, and I'm using my Makeup Forever, and this is my HD powder. And I'm just going to take whatever's on the lid right here, and I'm just going to apply that right on my face. I really like this powder because I feel like it doesn't cast that like white shadow or whatever you can call that like over your face, which a lot of powders will do. It doesn't give you that like white cast over your face. I said that. Okay, now I'm going to bronze. So I'm going to take my bronzer, and this is my Cargo bronzer. This is an HD bronzer as well. I don't think it's any better than any other bronzer I've tried, but I was convinced to purchase it, so I have it. I want to use it up, but any matte bronzer will do. And I'm just going to take my MAC 109 brush, and I'm just going to just sink in my cheeks and apply that right into the temples as well. Here we go. Then what I'm going to do is take a little bit of blush. So I'm going to be using another Cargo product. I actually really like Cargo. They don't sell it in Canada anymore. They've been dropped completely, and I'm not sure if you can get them in the States, but I have this Catalina, oh my gosh, excuse me. I have this Catalina blush, matte blush, and it's a really nice like Barbie kind of pink color. And I'm just going to take a angled brush by Sigma. This one is the F40, and I'm just going to apply that right into, I don't like putting it directly on the apples on my cheeks, even though that's what they say you should do, but I just find like that makes my face look really pudgy. So I kind of do it from like right here back. That's where I put it. And then what I like to do is just like when you smile like this, I just like to put it like right on that part right there. Does that make any sense? Now what I do is I fill in my brows. So I'm using, again, a Revlon product. This is Revlon Brow Fantasy. On one side it is the pencil, and on the other side it's the gel. I'm just going to be using the pencil right now, and I'm going to be setting it with a different kind of gel. It used to be clearer, but because I use it and I double dip it, this is what I use to set my brows. Sometimes I'll use this on my own, like if I'm on vacation and stuff and I don't want to use any color in my brows, I'll just set it with this, just to let my brows don't look all weird in pictures and stuff like that. So I just set it like that. And then what I like to do is I like to take some really nice light shadows. So I'm going to be using my BH Cosmetics. This is the neutral palette that they have. And I'm just going to take the lightest of colors on my brush. So I'll just take this one right here. I just decided that I'm going to go somewhere. I'm going to do my liner. So I'm just going to do a nice thin line. Then I'm going to apply some mascara. In terms of mascara, it does a little bit of both. I can actually wear this with my glasses if I don't like really try to extend my lashes. If I just kind of keep going in the middle area, I can generally just plump them up and not have to have them get actual face. I hope you guys found this useful. I hope you guys liked it, and if you have any questions or comments, as always, please leave them below and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Also, thank you to all my new subscribers. Actually, it makes me super happy that you guys have subscribed to my channel. It makes me feel so good. And yeah, so as always, from my vanity to yours, guys, have a good one. Bye.